Alright, all you hairy motherfuckers and fuckets and whatever the hell else we can think of to call you. This is the second start this morning. I just started this a second ago because I didn't want to try shooting another video of it not starting. But I don't have the carbs dialed in. I'm doing this with no choke. Got the fuel on reserve, and the extra smoke is because I've got marble mystery oil mixed in with the gas. Anyway. One cylinder ain't hitting right because I got to replace both these stupid little clamps. The one has been stretched so many times it's sucking air. But that is a 1976 RD400. I've done a little bit of research on this bike. This one was used in time trials, or it was intended for that, I should say. I looked up the numbers, and this ain't saying that there wasn't 800 of these damn things on the ship that it came over on, or however they shipped them, sea containers, planes, whatever. I don't fucking know, I don't care. But this was the third one on the custom sheet imported into the US for the 1976 model year. So, like I say, that don't mean there wasn't 800 more of them on the same damn ship or whatever. I've got the wrong battery on there because no matter where I go, even Yamaha can't get the damn thing. So I'm probably just going to put a capacitor in there and eliminate the battery altogether, but my buddy at the car stereo place ain't got back to me yet. Give me another hour or two, I'll have these carbs balanced and the idle set, I think. But that's this one up and running. I'm going to have to change the oil again. Yes, that leakage is intentional. It's actually blowing out the overflow because I've got marble down there too. But this is a sweet, sweet piece of motorcycling history. These things used to wipe out 750s and 800s, no problem. I mean, you had the weight of a little bitty 305, actually a little bit less than a Honda 305 weight-wise, and you had the power of an 800 or 750 of that same era, the 75 through 79 era. And even the Kawasaki, the H1, the 500cc had a hard time taking these down. I mean, 350 it would have dusted it, but the 400s had a little bit more boom. And I've done a few little things in there. I ain't going to say what all, but that is an Axle supercoil sticking out the front. I've still got the stock coils up in there, but they're coming out because I know that that works now. And I spent the past couple of days kind of just sitting here scratching my head going, what the fuck is wrong with this wiring system? Well, one thing turned out to be a bad ignition switch up here, which I just took it apart and cleaned it because you can't buy that switch anymore, and the key matches the seat lock and matches the tank, and that's a lot of expense to make the dude go through, and it ain't necessary. I showed y'all in another video about rebuilding the master cylinder using Suzuki parts. That sucker works nice now. Front brakes work. The rear brakes are all good. I put new pads front and rear. These damn lenses are falling off because the screws were a little bit wore out. What I'm going to do is put some fatter screws in there in a little while. I'm going to put in some different bulbs too. Yeah, I got dirt all over them fucking rims. I spent a month fucking polishing, but oh well. I had fun. I fucked around a little while ago just trying to see, alright, is this thing going to run? Is it going to shift right? Do I got the clutch right? I still got to tweak the clutch a little bit, but today should be her final day getting worked on unless Gene or somebody shows up and gets in my way. And I've That's been the story of my life the past few weeks. Well, past couple of months I've been doing everybody else's shit and not taking time for my fun shit. But I think my boy up in Pensacola is going to be so happy with this. But she's up and running. I mean, every gasket, a lot of these gaskets in this thing, the factory gaskets were thicker and better than the aftermarket gaskets that had been purchased for it, so I stayed with the factory gaskets. Now on the head gaskets, I had a set from an RZ400. I just dropped them in there because the ones that were in there were shit, and the copper ones, I didn't like those. I went with brass ones just because I can. That, and I was reusing the head studs, which I hate doing. I would really rather have new studs in there, but you know, hey, I'm a fucking redneck, whatever. But some of you sitting there going, damn, this thing looks good. I grew up with one of those. And some of y'all are going, what the fuck is it? Well, hey, it's a piece of motorcycling history, and it ain't the one that we tore up in college. And it ain't, yeah, some people raced them. Even Kenny Roberts raced one of these. Well, actually, I think he raced an RZ. He had a couple of RDs for himself. And like I say, this one was originally intended for time trials. At least the way the motor's set up and the way the numbers ran. I did some pretty thorough research on this one. But it somehow made it into private hands, and that's a good thing. Air filter wise, I just did a stock Yamaha with a K&N wrap around it because that was all I could come up with. I still got to find them fucking gaskets for that exhaust because that shit's leaking and I can't set them carbs without them. But alright, now I'm mumbling out loud. Okay, that's it for the video.